Hello everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. So news came out that Halle Bailey was officially granted sole custody of her son Halo after she filed a restraining order against her baby daddy DDG. I did do a video about this when the news dropped that DDG was exposed for being physically, verbally, and emotionally abusive to Halle. And Halle listed several different incidents where he made her feel unsafe and he harmed her. She said in her restraining order filing that he dragged her by her hair, chipped her tooth, bruised her arm. There was another incident where he found his way into her home when she was not there and took a picture of her bed and basically implied that she was sleeping with another man. Not to mention, there was another incident where he showed up at her house when she and their son Halo were sick, and he acted a fool over there. He broke her Ring camera and her phone, and she had to call the police. There were times when he would cuss her out and call her the B word, and then he will hop on his live stream and paint this narrative about Halle being a bitter baby mama who's keeping him away from their son.
Behind closed doors, I have not been able to see my son.
And he also accused Halle of taking their son away to go on vacation with the R&B singer Brent Faiyaz, which Halle did deny in a text message to him. I mean, he was really stressing Halle out, and she did get granted a restraining order, which is good for her. Also, she was recently granted temporary sole physical and legal custody of their son Halo. And this is what has a lot of people talking, because she not only was given sole custody, but also she wants DDG to only see the child once a week for 6 hours under the supervision of a professional. He can't have any visitation, but just supervised visits. And honestly, I don't know if DDG really needs to be supervised if he's not a threat to his son. So I think that's a bit extreme, but they will have their next court hearing June 4th, so they can figure out things then. But I do understand why Halle is trying to get some order when it comes to the custody of their child, because the truth of the matter is they aren't co-parenting effectively at all. Their relationship is already so contentious. Halle has to go through DDG's mother just for DDG to get a chance to see Halo. And she said that when Halo is in DDG's care, he spends most of the time with his mother, Miss Tanya. Halle said that DDG refuses to talk to her when it comes to scheduling a time for them to see their son. He just wants to see their son at his own convenience, and that doesn't work for them because Halle is a full-time actress and singer. DDG is a full-time content creator and streamer. They are busy, so they need to set up a schedule to see their child. But DDG doesn't want to do that because he wants to do things his way. And so this is the problem that Halle has been having with him. She said in her filing, "This has become extremely upsetting to me because Daryl refuses to work with my attorney to set up any set schedule. Instead, he is threatening that he will take our son 50% of the time and pay me zero support. It should be noted that he has never paid me child support, and I have never sought child support from him. I have asked him, however, to contribute to Halo's expenses. Only on one occasion has he done so." Whew. More recently, she was actually trying to make arrangements for DDG to see Halo right before the Met Gala. And she told his mother, Tanya, that if he couldn't see him then he could see him May 11th when she flies back to LA. And DDG agreed to it. Miss Tanya said, "I forgot to text you. He said that he will wait until you get back to get him." This was the arrangement, but DDG didn't want to adhere to the arrangement. He wanted to pop up at his own convenience. He popped up on May 5th while Halle was at the Met, and because he didn't get a chance to see the son when he wanted, he hopped on his live stream and insinuated that Halle was once again keeping his son away from him.
You want to know what I wanted to do tonight? Not even sleep. I just wanted to hang out with a special person, man. That's all I wanted to do tonight for real, but I don't know, I might force myself to go out or something.
Of course, when he did this, his followers automatically was blaming Halle. Oh, she's keeping his son away from him again. This is just the BS that Halle has to deal with. It's not like she wants to keep their son away from him, but DDG is not trying to cooperate with her. And also he's fueling these narratives that are ruining her reputation. That's the last thing she needs right now. And you got to understand, she is about to film a major movie. It's called Italiana. This is a big deal. She can't ruin this opportunity. She has money on the line. She has contractual obligations to fulfill. And the last thing she needs is for DDG to stress her out and ruin her reputation. Since he can't be a cooperative co-parent, she'd rather have sole custody. And yeah, it's a tough decision to make because she knows what people are going to say. They're going to call her spiteful and vindictive and claim that she doesn't want her son's father in his life. And also, since she's seeking child support, they're going to call her money hungry. But like she said, she never got financial help for the care of their son, Halo. She has been providing for Halo. But people are still going to drag her for that. So she can't really win or lose in this situation. So she said, I have done everything possible to avoid going to court. I have tried to placate Daryl by providing him access to Halo, even though he's not with Halo and often leaves Halo with his mother. I have facilitated his visits no matter where I am and often last minute. I realize there's no placating Daryl. I cannot allow this abuse any longer. I cannot keep living like this. I never know when he's going to demand our son be in his mother's care or whether I'll be subjected to his threats and abuse. As of the date I'm signing this declaration, Daryl is in Miami online railing against me, alleging he cannot see his son. He's not in Los Angeles. I plan on Daryl picking up Halo on Monday, yesterday at my home in Los Angeles. His attorney has not responded to mine to arrange for the visit. This is not child-centered, and Halo is only being used to further his fan base and online presence. Whew. So it is what it is. I will say that DDG has to grow up and be mature. And if he really wants to be in his son's life, he has to cooperate and he has to stop making his relationship with his son's mother so contentious, because that's not going to help him at all if he really wants to be a present father. And I don't want any child to go without their father if their father is good to them. I do think DDG loves his son. Now, he might have issues trying to prioritize his time with his son because he's always streaming, but I do think he loves his son and he wants to be in his son's life. But he has to make some changes, and also he needs to tread lightly, because I see how he's navigating this situation on social media. He's reposting certain things that he knows will make Halle look a certain way to his fans. And also he's supporting people who say negative things about Halle.
This shit is low-key sad because they trying to destroy his image and everything that he worked hard for. Y'all looking at this mermaid bitch like she's just something special, bruh. That's a motherfucking demon, bruh. And I don't know how y'all don't see it.
I want to meet, bro, on some real cool shit and just kick it with the nigga. It's so Illuminati. But that nigga really been like, I be seeing the little clips and shit, and I be like, man, this is a real nigga.
Bruh, that's a motherfucking demon, bruh.
So DDG is talking about he want to kick it with somebody who called Halle a demon. This is a serious situation, and this is what Halle complained about. She complained about getting harassed by DDG's fan base. And when DDG is supporting people who bash her, and when he has his family members speaking on the matter, it just makes things worse. His brother was speaking out about it. Also, his sister was speaking out, and she reposted this video of Halle on TikTok.
In a relationship, I think I have anxious attachment style. Everybody knows I'm an Aries. I'm a fire sign. I get very passionate. I seem nice online and innocent and everything, but you guys do not know. I will go to battle with my yelling, with my words, everything. I'm good at that, right? And if I gotta yell or check anyone, that's what I gotta do. That's just the way I be.
Clap back or sit back. I always have to choose clap back. I'm sorry. I'm a very kind person. But if somebody pokes at me or the people that I love, it's over for you. I'm an Aries. Sorry.
Never have I ever started drama with my boyfriend for no reason.
Put it down.
I'm territorial. I'm a jealous girlfriend. I'm a territorial girlfriend.
If I want to repost something on the internet, then I'm going to do that.
So DDG's sister reposted this, and listen, Halle ain't perfect. We all know that. I'm not even going to pretend like she's just an angel in her relationship. I'm sure she has added to the contention, between her and DDG. However, just because she might argue or raise her voice does not mean DDG has a right to put his hands on her. Also, I see his family is kind of egging the situation on, and I know they want to defend their brother. I get it, but they can't do that in this situation right here. Legally, it's going to put DDG in jeopardy, so they need to hush. DDG needs to go to court June 4th, handle the business. Whatever receipts he has, just present it in court and keep his issues with Halle off of social media. And also, I don't want them to be mudslinging each other either. I want them to actually resolve this issue and be able to split custody and have a set scheduled time for when each of them get a chance to have their child. That would be an ideal situation, but they both would have to be cooperative. Anyway, tell what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.